because then that way we will be able to listen that later and then view also. Okay, so let's start. My name is Sergey Savastyuk. I have a PhD in applied mathematics. I'm the one who developed that entire system and actually come up with the concept of odds of success. Okay, I have a few slides and then I will show you the demo. Okay, and in the meantime, you can kind of type the questions and I will answer that later. Okay, so what is important to understand that a lot of people now trade automatically with algorithms. Okay, about 75% of people really use algorithmic trading, so that means they're sophisticated, and then you might be not. Okay, so that's the reason you're here, and that's what Tickeron provides. So what is a Tickeron? Okay. What is important to know about Tickeron, comparing with all other companies, we are SEC-registered company. There is a lot of obligations that are imposed on us, and that we, following these obligations, we can really provide you really clear advice, and we can do quite a lot with you what typically do the hedge funds. Okay, so for your future references, if you explore any other website, okay, what you can do is to I see more and more people coming in. So just for you, again, we're SEC registered company. Okay, so in order to verify that the company is SEC registered, you have to find somewhere legal disclaimers, and that's where, let's example, like a Betterment, okay, maybe you've heard, and this is a form ADV part 2, okay? So if you find the ADV part 2 in the legal documents, then this company is SEC registered. If you're not defined, it is not. And if a company is not registered, you can see all kind of BS in terms of promises and potential returns. In fact, just today, I found the following. Look, so this is February 12th. It was yesterday, 2020, right? 2020. And then FTC sues Online Trading Academy for running an investment trading scheme, okay? So they're suing them because they made millions of dollars. So you can see they made $370 million on training. How did they do that? They really went and started promising quite a lot, and people lost a lot of money, okay? And why they did that? Because they were not registered with the SEC. They did not follow the rules of SEC, and now they're going to be sued for that, okay? So this is an important element of what we do and why we do that, okay? So let's look at what's going on the marketplace. I typically give the following analogy. You could be in high school, you can be in college, and you're going to have, like, let's say, baseball high school league, or you can have a baseball or basketball college league, and then you can get a national league if you're lucky, right? Unfortunately, when you get to trading, you immediately get to the major league, okay? That's the main thing. So you are against hedge funds, mutual funds, serious people, and then what you have, we have one or two computers, maybe some software, maybe some access, and that way you're trying to compete with the serious people without serious support. So what we do, we really have a farm of computers which crunch a lot of data and then shows that to you in a really professional way, okay? So let's look at what we have. I'm clicking here. Oh no, let me start here. When I am, as you can see, I am pre-login. I did not log in into the system. That's what you see now in our system, okay? So what you see the major things are, you can type here anything, and then we're gonna give you the odds of success, and then category, theme, and then you're gonna find quite a lot of interesting information. So what are the odds of success, and why it is important to know the odds of success? Imagine you've got the situation today is in the market, right? The question is, was there in the past similar situation? It's perhaps yes, right? So what our artificial intelligence does, it goes back to the past, finds similar cases, and then says, oh, okay, there were about, let's say, 100 cases like that on the market. And then let's say 60 of them worked out well. Or maybe 40 of them worked out well. Or maybe 90 of them worked out well. And when you know that if it is high, the odds of success are high, then it's a really high probability to get to the market. If the odds of success are low, then it might be wise to sit and wait. Okay? So let me show some of the stuff which we have here. As you can see, this is like a news feed you can see on the Facebook, okay? And here you see interesting stuff, and then you can, let's say, popular news feed. We click here. Let's say some people interested bullish penny stocks with technical analysis, bullish stocks and ETFs with moving averages, okay? So let's use one of the popular news feeds. I'm clicking here, okay? Now, what I see is this hashtag, technical analysis, moving average and bullish. As you can see here on the left, you can add these hashtags. Then you see a very familiar structure where you have a technical analysis hashtag moving averages bullish, right? That's what we requested. So then what is interesting about this selection is now you see the feed of all events which took place and provided us with the signals of moving averages, okay? You can say, oh my God, I have no idea how the moving averages work, and you do the following. You click here, and then you read about moving averages, okay? You see? So you read about moving averages, how the moving averages give the signals, and then you continue to read the news, okay? What then you see here, okay? So you see the setup, the moving averages, the yellow dot, okay? And then let's see what's happening on the news, okay? Let's assume it is SRI Stone Ridge Company, okay? And then here is a 50-day moving average was a signal on the February 12th. Then what you see is 43 cases were similar for this particular company. And then if you log in, you're going to find out just for free. Just want you guys to register. And that way you're going to know how many cases were good cases. And that way you're going to know the odds of success. Okay. Some people raise their hands. Okay. Oh, yeah, I know what guys what happened. I was just told that, yes, I think I know what happened. Yes. Do you see that screen? Yeah, I think I know what happened. I was sharing one screen and then I switched to another. Okay, just a second, okay. So you've seen that screen, okay? Now, sorry for the troubles. Okay, I see the mouse is not moving. Now it's good, right, guys? Okay, thank you. I think I understood. I switched to another browser, and the way the Zoom works, they share the screen I show, okay? So let me do that again then, okay? I will repeat everything I just said, okay? Let's do it again. Sorry, I understood that there's a problem with Zoom. Okay, so I know that at this moment I switched to another screen, and that's where I started telling you that here are different areas. This is a news feed similar to the Facebook, okay? And then what I did, I used this popular news feed link, and this is a pop-up, okay? You remember I said, this is a popular news feed. And what is interesting that I will show you our popular news feeds, and do you see that now? I bet you see, right? You should. So let's say a popular news feed, bullish penny stocks with technical analysis signals, bullish stocks, NTFs with moving averages. I selected that one, okay? So now what we see, the news and the signals generated by their moving averages, okay? And I showed also said, and you could have not see that. So if you don't know anything about moving average, you click here. Now you can read about moving averages, okay? So this is right here on the news. You can learn if you don't know hell of a lot, okay? So let's assume you really kind of don't know, maybe you might not like moving averages. You unclick it, you see, now it's a technical analysis, bullish, and I have here all other news which been generated with the hashtag technical analysis and bullish, okay? And you see MACD and other stuff, right? So let's assume you're more familiar with their, I don't know, you've heard about stochastic, right? So you click here, stochastic, and now you see about the news generated by stochastic, and they are bullish, okay? So you're gonna say, okay, I don't know about stochastic, and then you click here, learn about stochastic, and this is a really interesting and short and concise article about stochastic, okay? So as you can see that we generating news and explaining news, and what is important, every time we generate the news here at the very bottom, we generate the concept of odds of success. So what it means? It means we go to the market, find the similar cases like that, and then say, okay, there was 62 similar cases. You read carefully here. There was stochastic oscillator, extended oversold zone, right? So you see in this point, the stochastic oscillator leaves oversold zone. If you don't know what oversold zone is, you read it here. Every time you approximately here, it's oversold zone, okay? I'm kind of trying to be quick, knowing that you can guys now use it and understand, okay? But if you join for free, you're gonna know odds of success, okay? Let's try it, okay? I'm gonna log in, okay? So now, as you can see, I see the same setup after login, okay? And then what I see here, you remember CLMT, okay? There was a 62 cases, right? And then 82 cases out of 82% out of 62 worked out well. What does it mean? It means every time CLMT, okay, went to the point when the stochastic signal was produced, it was 82% cases were successful, okay? So this is a very important that you might guys spend a lot of time to do the backtesting. Here, the signal already pre-backtested, and you have immediately the results. You look at this 82% and you decide okay, whether or not it's a good setup, okay? Then let's dig in deeper. Okay, we think, okay, 82%, it's not bad out of 62, because we know that nothing happens in this world with 100% certainty, right? Okay, let's look at this CLMT, right? So I click here. Now I have a deeper analysis. What happens? It's a kind of a not very expensive stock. It is only $4. Okay, what is that? It's a producer of specialty hydrocarbon products. Okay, and then what is interesting? Let's look at this setup. Now it's all about a CLMT, right? Then we look at what's going on, right? And then we see that that's industry specialties, okay? I click here. And now I can see how the industry specialties behave. Why is it important? Because when you trade, then you really want to think that what's going on with a similar group, okay? So now the category is industry specialties, okay? And then you look at this group analysis. So what it means we took 26 tickers, put them together as industry specialties. As you can see, it's analysis of industry specialties. Here you have still the same hashtags, and now you have group analysis, okay? And then you see that it looks like the entire group is going to go down, okay? So even though CLMT is thinking to go up, would I trade? You see, that's right here, the same news, right? Would I trade that group? I would say no, okay? Why? Because the entire group going down. And I would say, I don't like that CLMT, okay? Even though 82% sounds excellent, right? But then it doesn't make any sense if the entire group goes down, okay? So you check with the group, and then you decide whether or not it makes sense, okay? So that's where the odds of success here, you see, it says 71% the entire group going down. It's imagine like a herd going down and only one goes up. I don't think so, okay? So this is a benefit of the having this odds of success published pretty much in every news and every analysis we have, okay? Now, let's look at some of our products. If you guys want to use our news feed, then it's here. It's really sophisticated. Nobody has it. Maybe you've heard stock tweets and then seen the news. All this news, they are generated by people. They have no clue what they're doing. But here it is all pre-calculated, all presented in such a way that you can understand your odds of success, where we analyzed all possible cases, including this group analysis, which very proprietary and nobody has it, okay? So by the way, you can read about this group. Oh, there's a short description, okay? So we have a little bit more time. I showed you pretty much very powerful tool where you can get a lot of information pretty much at any time. Let's go back home, okay? I'll show you some tricks I use, okay? So trade ideas, okay? And let's assume here is Tesla, okay? So I'm just gonna type here TSLA, Tesla, and then you can get news feed on Tesla. You're gonna get quite a lot of interesting information and analysis, but I use this one summary, okay? So just on Tesla, I go here, okay? So what is interesting that There is one analysis based on this proprietary rating. It still kind of goes up, but this summary shows that there's a lot of bearish indicators, okay? So what happened, look, RSI shows down, Bollinger Band shows down, Aron shows down, okay? So zero bullish indicators except that one, okay? So is that a good idea to get into the Tesla where the people now are losing a lot of money? I don't think so. I would never try Tesla at this particular moment. Okay, if you don't know what is the RSI, click here and read about the relative strength index if you don't know that. Okay, so what I'm showing you, it's a free product and there's a lot of information, and now you have to learn how to use it. Okay. In a week, we're going to be showing how to use our screener, which includes pretty much all these indicators and fundamental analysis on one screen, okay? So if we look here, then contract drilling today went up 5%, electronics appliances 4%, managed healthcare 3%, and this is the losers for the day, right? Let me reset the features. By the way, you can see our filters and then come up with a selection of, you see, you can choose pretty much what you want. Let's assume you want to find all oversold stock, okay? Boom. You put here oversold, and now you don't have oversold stock today. Okay, let me see. Okay, 5,000. Okay. Let me see stochastics. Let's say RSI. Okay, so on RSI, I found, you see, all oversold stocks, okay? And where to find it? You go to technical analysis, and then RSI, this is all oversold stocks at the different moment. And then if you look at them within, let's say, 3 months, you see they kind of creating you a dip, okay? But let's assume you want to find out whether or not for these 274 stocks, which I found by a couple of clicks, then I'm going to look at the fundamental analysis. Here are proprietary ratings. And now let's say, okay, I want to see if there are any undervalued stock. Okay, yes. Okay. So what happens, there is a concept, valued and undervalued and overvalued stocks. So that means it's not only they go into the some dips, but they also undervalued. Okay, some people like undervalued stock and buy them, and here is this group. So what you can do, you can click here, and 20 you can add to portfolio. Okay, but I might use another, let's say, price growth rating. Okay, so it is 1 quarter. Let's look at the year. It's kind of maybe it's not the best way. I'll put here no. Let's assume I will take this positive profit versus risk rating. Okay, you see, it immediately gives me what, about 670 stocks on fundamental analysis, and look how well they grow. Okay. So you can start thinking about them, because if they grow now, there's a high probability they're going to grow more. As you can see how much green they have in terms of a fundamental analysis. Okay, you think, okay, I like them, and then click here on the technical analysis. Okay, what's going on here? You see, this is the same odds of success I talked to you about. So the chances of these companies to continue to go higher, it's pretty good. AMD looks good. Microsoft, it's okay. right? And then some of them are still good, okay? So this is the really powerful screener, and also free, by the way, okay? So let me show you some premium products we have. So I go here, artificial human intelligence, and let's assume it is a pattern search engine, okay? You have to subscribe, it's only $10 a month. I go to, let's say, advanced search, okay? So in advanced search, you can search for stocks, Forex, penny stocks, cryptos, and ETFs, right? And let me unclick. I don't want penny, I don't want Forex, I don't want crypto, and I don't want ETFs, right? Okay, so minimum confidence 40%. I will take only merged, okay? And then I will look, okay, so I will sort it by the freshest, okay? So this February 13, I have some patterns which were detected by our AI. This is a pattern search engine, okay? So let me click here, I'll say ICLR, I click here, okay. So what we see here, it's a more sophisticated approach, okay? Why? Because I have a clear entry point, okay? And then I have a clear exit point. It's called target price and breakout price. Okay, you see breakout price 175.78, target price 183. So you can make you potentially can make 5%, right? Confidence 45. Is that bad or good? Let's check it. Okay, here is a statistic on the side. Okay, let's say confidence about 45. Let's call it 50. Okay. So distance to target more than 5%, okay? And then what this AI does, it finds all confirmed patterns. There were 5 of them back in the history, and 80 of them worked out well. So that means 4 of them worked out well, okay? So here is where did we, it was only for this particular pattern. You see the pattern called 3 rising valleys, okay? So this is a particular pattern, and this particular pattern worked out well. If I take ICLR for all pattern types, okay, and I also take, let's say, about 50%, 5% distance to target, and then look at what's going on. Okay, so this is all historical information we detected back in the history of ICLR. And as you can see that this start a triangle descending, okay? Then you see what? 6 worked out over 11, okay? And then you see 15% for average return with almost no losses. So that means this particular pattern looks like really good for this one. So when you detect something like that, you can go to the daily alerts, okay? And then you set up your daily alerts. When you set up your daily alerts, pretty much the same way, you see I have some setup here, and then you get alerts every day, okay? So it is a really powerful tool. And then another one I can show you briefly. Let's say trend prediction engine, okay? So I click here. It has similar stuff like instant search, advanced search, daily alerts, okay? And then, okay, let's check it out. What the AI thinks in terms of a trend. ICLR, okay? Let's see what's gonna give us. Okay. So what it shows that it might, within a week, there is some probability is going to go down, but that probability, I says, is not very high. Okay, it's only 48%. Okay, but if I look within a month, so it's 80% chances is going to go up. So what does it tell me when I check with the 2 tools? It does tell me that pattern is good. AI says it's good, and it's really a good possibility it's going to work out well, okay? So from that perspective, where we're different. Look, here a company promises guaranteed result and they're getting sued, okay? We're giving you a really good opportunity to assess your risks, and that's what called odds of success, okay? With these odds of success, you are going to be able to face your future tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, within the next month, with some understanding that there are chances going up and the chances going down. And then these are the chances were calculated by artificial intelligence. Okay, so we have more tools. Let's say intraday. What it means intraday? It means that these tools, they are so-called end of day. When we take the prices end of day and kind of look at the longer term forecast and the predictions. But if you look at the intraday, then we can identify with the incredible speed patterns on small time frames. So we find these patterns and still manage to calculate target price, confidence level, and all statistics which were associated with that. Okay, some of them are good, some of them are not. But what matters, we are honest and then mathematically sound. Let's look if it is 60. What's going? Oh, okay. Look, this is most likely it is ETF DOG, right? Confidence level 59. I found 5 similar cases back in the history with this particular pattern. What is the what do we have? The correct prediction is 80% for this particular time frame is 5 minutes. Okay, so this is a 5 minutes time frame which was back today. Okay, and there is a real. It was a really good possibility at 3 p.m. It turns out at 3 p.m. Eastern time that pattern was discovered. Okay, so now we're almost like 40 minutes. I showed you briefly. I'm gonna be talking about the screener next time and more details. Do you guys have any questions? Okay, let me see if you have a question. Okay. Okay, I don't see it before, but I see it now. Okay. So, okay, now it's time for questions, and obviously you might not captured everything. I can go quickly back if you are interested, okay? Just give me the question. I've been teaching math also, and I know how to answer. Don't hesitate to answer, okay? To ask, guys. Will you pause this webinar for playback? Yes, yeah, not quickly, we're not that fast yet, but you can look at other past seminars, but this one, yes, we're definitely gonna post, yeah. And from actually today, we're gonna be doing it every week, and then try to find a better day, better time. Most likely, approximately that time, we'll try in the afternoon. Guys, if you don't mind, tell me what would be, like, Kara, what's your opinion? What is a good time for this type of a live webcast? Is that a good time? Because one on the West Coast was 6 p.m. And whether or not it's a good time, just tell me, is that a good, or let's say another time would have been better? 9 p.m. Okay. 9 p.m. Eastern time or East. Okay. Oh, that means that was good. So 6 for us, 9 for you. Excellent. Okay. Anybody else? Any opinions? Okay. Okay, just a second. Okay. You said it is free. Okay. Here's the thing. What does the $10 per month give you above the beyond the free version? Okay. Yeah. Can you use the screener to find good stocks to invest income, absolutely. Okay, same 999. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, so let me repeat. Okay, thank you. Really good questions. Okay, okay. So let me repeat. You go home. Okay, and these are free signals with the standard setups. Okay, so if you go and sign up for any other software or the website, they're going to give you similar stuff. What they're going to give you? Okay, they're going to give you some signals, and these signals quite often based on the technical analysis. What you do with us, you get it for free. Okay, so all the standard stuff, you get it for free. You click here, technical analysis, and now your news feed has a hashtag technical analysis. Okay, and now what you can do, let's see, I can save my search. Let's assume you set up something special for stock and ETFs. Okay, then you say, okay, save search. You click here, you name and save and go. Okay. So that means every time you come to our website, you can save your own search. Okay, you don't like, it's not enough technical analysis, you can say, okay, and we already have one. Let's say you guys like MACD. Okay, you click here. Now you have a news feed with the news which were based on a MACD. Okay, and the same thing, 41 case, 76% worked out well for this particular situation. But do we make a conclusion based just on one news? I don't recommend it. Okay, so what you do, you click here, and it's still free. So when you log in, it's still free. Okay, so what you see, what's that? It's kind of pricey stuff, but that's okay. You see, what we've done here, we wrote a summary, okay? We wrote a summary where we looked at the a couple of bullish and 4 bearish, but the odds of success are low, so that means the computer claims it is the bullish still, okay? So let's read that. This MACD is good. Bearish, yeah, it's kind of a little bit dangerous, but let's look at the fundamental analysis, okay? You remember profit versus risk, okay, 5 on between 1 and 100, it means it is looking good, and then 1 is good, 21 is okay, okay, 77 valuation, it's slightly overvalued, okay, but not slightly, but kind of overvalued. But that's still okay, and it could be okay in the short term, okay? But that's kind of pricey stock, okay? So it's still free, okay? So you can use all this stuff for free as soon as you log in. Okay, what do we sell? We sell some special stuff which is based not on the standard indicators and the fundamental analysis, but we use AI, either for pattern search engine, it's $10 per month, then a trend prediction engine, portfolio manager, and then some intraday stuff, okay, where this is for the day trading, okay? So let me look for other questions. I hope I answered, okay? Yes, screener can find good stocks. Yes, absolutely. And again, I will show you the screener. You go screener home. I will show you kind of my recommendation, what is a good thing to do, okay? So I will go to this. So that means, select it all, okay? It's all of them, okay? So what I do typically, I go here, and then there's a couple of good fundamental ratings. It's one of them, profit versus risk, and then price growth rating, okay? So you say, okay, on the long and short term, you want this. And then what is good, you immediately see the chart, what was year, past year, okay? So then you see here, what is important, guys, to really distinguish what you want to do in this screener, it is stock excluding penny stocks, and the penny stocks, okay? So if you specialize in penny, you just can do penny. And this one, stocks excluding penny, okay? Click here, and now I see really growing stocks. But if I use both profit and risk rating, take that good ones. Okay, how many left? 650, okay? So as you can see, this is a growing stocks, and it took me a couple of clicks to find them. And as you know that the probability of going up, if it keeps going up, is there. But then you're going to say, oh, how do you know what's going to be the probability? What you do? So fundamental analysis, you see this is a profit good, price good. So what you do, you click on a technical analysis. And then you decide whether or not you're going to invest short-term or the long-term, okay? So, and it took me how many clicks? 1 or 2, right? So there is no software which provides you the ability to get that quickly, good graphs, and immediately give you fundamental analysis, technical analysis. And you see, this is the fact, because I subscribe here for AI predictions, obviously, right? And then you can see AI tells me it's a good stuff, okay? So then what else you can do with this, okay? You can use smart filter. What it means you kind of read and find, okay, how to use it. Let's assume I want to find undervalued stock, okay? Then stock trending bullish, bullish month, okay? I'm using AI. With the price, let's say under $20, okay? From any industry, boom. And now I have all these stocks under $20, which are growing. And then you're gonna say, okay, fundamental analysis, are they good? Okay, this is a good, they are undervalued. And then technical analysis, click, and then you find more green. Focus on that. Chances going go up. It's not 100%, but something really interesting here, okay? And then you're going to say, okay, it's kind of too many reds, too many greens. Who's going to give me the final answer, okay? Let's take this one, MHH, okay? You click here, go here. And again, it's all for free. And this is our summary for this stock. And then you see it run high. And after overall analysis, our AI says, doesn't look good. Okay, so yes, you can have a lot of greens, a lot of reds, and then finally, again, what's the final answer? The final answer is here. It's kind of dangerous to run too fast, too quickly, and then we should be careful with this particular stock. Okay, does it make sense? Okay, guys, let me see if any other questions. Where do you get your data from? Okay, we buy data from Morningstar. Okay, it's a very reputable company. Okay, and let me show you. Yeah, where do you get data? Data there. Yeah, I will show you. Okay, so expert. Let me log out to show you something. Okay, here is like a small test who you are, right? And if you, let's assume you're intermediate, right? And we can connect with these brokerages using Morningstar also. And then Morningstar can upload your data to our site, and then you don't need to enter anything. We're just gonna give you a good analysis of your stocks, okay? So what else? Why do you offer this for free? Will the free feature be ongoing if you are a regular member? Why we give for free? There is some stuff which is a standard, honestly saying, okay? And we believe that some of you are not sophisticated, okay? And that still we want to help you with good trading. But when it comes to running a lot of calculation, running AI, it takes computing power, then we charge. Yes. So far, it is free. Yeah, you can use it free. Yeah. Okay. And this is actually, you can use quite a lot even before login, except the fact that we kind of want you to log in, showing that you join for free, you get your odds of success. Okay. It's not a big deal login these days. Okay. Okay. Good questions actually today. No questions. Okay, thank you guys. Stick with our site, and then you can join next webcast, hopefully next week. And then we will continue. I'm going to go through more details of the screener and the methodology, how to find good stocks. Okay. Okay. I'm stopping to share, and then I'm ending the meeting, and goodbye.